We're live. Technology, a little late, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's been a big day or something.
Well, giving Wendy a shower now with a cast that's up to her elbow is a little more time consuming than it used to be. So.
Yes. So, newsflash for those of you that missed it: Wendy broke her arm this week. So,
yep.
Kids. What can I say? She was playing and she was playing hard and she broke her arm. That's pretty much just a rite of passage as being a kid. Thank God for good doctors.
Yes.
Take care of stuff. Wow. It's okay if there's a little junk in the frame. We can let people think that we live the way we actually live.
Yes. Wow. So yes, Wendy is doing well.
Yep. She's happy. She's still jumping off things. Sometimes with us saying, maybe we could take a break from jumping off things for a little while.
Maybe. Yes. But we're all doing well as well.
Yep.
Well as well.
Where do we want to start? We
always start about what we're drinking.
Drinks. Okay. Do you want to start?
Sure. I am drinking, what am I going to call this?
Health hack.
Yes, health hack. So this is like about so much health potion and then the rest mystery hack.
Sounds like something you'd see on TikTok for how to make yourself healthy using nothing but like lemongrass and old shoes.
Apple, sugar, and bourbon.
Yeah, that's...
It's so pretty.
It is really pretty.
It makes health potion have almost a golden hue to it.
Yeah, the natural redness of health potion coupled with just that rich golden color of mystery hack just really, that thing's pretty. It's just straight up pretty.
Pretty delicious.
You're pretty delicious.
Not on air.
It's the internet. We can say those kinds of things.
All right. What are you drinking?
I am drinking Raven Master because it has been a hot day, which is exactly how I like it. And at the end of a hot day, you just need a good, crisp, fresh beer. And so I got Raven Master, which is exactly that beer.
You've been enjoying that one a lot lately.
I have. This is a good batch. I've really been loving this one.
What makes this a good batch as opposed to the others, which were also good batches?
They were also good batches. This one just has a crispness about it and just kind of that, I don't know, that fresh, clean flavor. There's no kind of weird off flavors. There was never weird off flavors before, but nothing, I don't know. It's just crisp and fresh. I did swap out the grains a little bit. So I swapped out some generic caramelized grains. So if you do just kind of a broad spectrum study of all the ESBs across the country, across the world, you will land up with a certain number of caramelized grains in certain categories. And you can just straight up use those, which is what I did to start out, and you get a really good ESB. It's a good representation of all the best stuff out there right now.
Because ESB, for those of you who may not know, is extra special bitters. Bitters being slang for beer, so basically extra special beer.
Yeah, this is the dinner version of what you would grab at your lunch break. God bless the UK. I wish we lived there. I'm on lunch. I'm grabbing a pint. That sounds like a great way to do lunch to me. This is the extra special version of that. So I did all my research. I figured out, the general caramelization ranges for those, and I started with that. But there are other grains, malts that you can get that achieve the same caramelization rates, but they have a much richer flavor. So more biscuitiness, more breadiness, more, just rich flavor about them. And I swapped those out this go around, figuring it wouldn't fundamentally change the beer, but it would give it more richness of flavor, a cleaner flavor. So rather than just like boiling sugar and ta-da, there's caramel, it's that or like molasses. That has nothing to do with this beer, but it's a good analogy.
Yeah.
So this one I swapped those out, and it is just, it's beer.
Look at that. That's a beautiful
good
color.
Old, it's a good old
beer you expect to be a golden color. A lot of your beers are not
dark gold.
But this is a richer golden color. So it goes with the name. It's an extra special golden.
It is an extra special golden. So at this point, I'm pretty much just taking the style and running with it in my own way, which I pretty much do with all my beers. But in this one, I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I think I've finalized this recipe.
Nice.
So I think it's good.
I'd love to say that we had finalized recipes ready when we opened the doors a year and a half ago. Yeah, no. We had recipes that we thought were great.
And they were.
And they were.
Mm-hmm.
But we've done them so many times. We found the little tweaks. We took the like major crap, got that over with before we served it.
Yeah.
And then since making it again and again and again, we're figuring out the little tweaks that need to happen. So like I figured out all the little tweaks that need to happen for health potion. And so that's pretty much like a solid finished recipe.
Yeah. Round 1, strawberries and hibiscus. Round 2, how do we not burn them?
Yes. Yes.
And which never really affected anything, but now it's like
I mean, no, it
refined.
did. There was
that one batch, but that's the cursed batch we don't talk about. This is like refined.
Yes.
It's really truly beautiful.
So,
and this is too. I mean, it's still Raven Master. If you had Raven Master when we opened, and you had this now, you'd recognize it. And you say, "Oh, is that the same one?" And I'd say, "Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
it's essentially the same one."
So when you guys come next summer, and Up and Is Down is still on tap because that one's going to be a consistent rotator. It will taste a bit different than the first batch, but not significantly so. I did my test batches and figured out where the lines were. I'll just do little tweaks here and there. And
it will be like you remember it.
yes.
So because everybody romanticizes and they remember better than it actually was. And
like
so
DuckTales.
Like DuckTales. The new version of DuckTales. I'm so sad that series is done. Yep. Season 4 was the end. So no more new DuckTales. I'm sorry.
No.
I know. It was so good.
No. There were like 18 of the old season. Or the old.
No, they were pretty darn close, believe it or not.
Really? I thought there was like
there was like 100 and some odd of the old season, and there was very nearly that of the new season. So I know it's not okay.
I'm not okay with that.
I'm not okay with that either. I think
at all.
Yeah, we should go back and watch them again tonight.
Yes.
Right after we watch Star versus the Forces of Evil. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta finish that. Okay. Nobody has said anything on live chat.
Moses must not be on yet.
Well, no, I'm worried that like something's wrong with live chat. So tell me nothing's wrong with live chat and like, I don't know, send your favorite emoji. I wish they could do GIFs. I love GIFs.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not GIFs.
No.
That's a peanut butter.
Yes. Okay.
So that's what we're drinking and a bunch of our random rants.
Isn't that what people kind of tune in for?
Apparently. I mean, I can't explain it, but apparently that is. What else is new and fun?
Well, do you want to talk about what you brewed yesterday, or do you want to?
Oh, I don't know. Kind of seems like, I don't know.
Should we talk
nobody's
about
interested
Should
in
we
that.
talk about the event first?
Yep, let's talk about that.
Okay. So, those of you who know us know that we really enjoy the TV show Gravity Falls because apparently all we watch is cartoons.
Apparently.
Isn't that far off base?
That's pretty much describes us as people, yeah.
So Gravity Falls is a delightful show that was, I don't know, it's probably 5 or 6 years old at this point.
Yeah, it's a few years old, yeah.
But it was 2 seasons, sadly.
That was 3.
No, it was 2.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was created to be 2 seasons, so every episode had a reason for being there, and the story arc really like encapsulated everything. Still, no more chat. Yeah. I'm sorry if there's something wrong with chat tonight. So anyway.
I saw the mic going. I think they can hear us.
Yeah. If they can't hear us, they would have probably said something.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, it's about this weird town called Gravity Falls, and adventure ensues. Mm-hmm. Essentially.
It's a weird, it's the cartoon version of Eureka.
Yeah. So one of the episodes is called Summerween, and this town celebrates Halloween except in the summer. Exact same thing, except instead of like carving pumpkins, they carve watermelon. But they all like get dressed up and go trick-or-treating, and it's like it's exactly Halloween just in the summer. So Mystic Mead happens to also be huge fans of Gravity Falls. They were actually the ones that told us we needed to watch it.
And we did, and it was wonderful.
Yes. So we decided that we're going to partner up and have a Summerween this summer. So June 22nd is when that happens. It's going to be a Tuesday evening because June 22nd is the like official accepted Summerween Day.
That's the canon day.
Yes. So it happens to be a Tuesday this year. So Mystic is making a special mead for it, which we'll let them talk about that. I'm making a special cider for it, and Mark is making a special beer for it, which he brewed yesterday.
So the thing about Gravity Falls is the town is weird.
So weird.
Like weirdness seeps through from another dimension and causes all kinds of havoc, which is the great plot lines that they get to enjoy and everything else. So it is what you don't expect, cropping up constantly.
Like a little girl.
Like a little girl that just kind of all of a sudden appears out of the blue.
Hair.
Is Gravity Falls the one with Bill Cipher?
Yes. Gravity Falls is with Bill Cipher.
Gravity Falls is with Bill Cipher. So you can go sit down, baby girl.
Love you.
And so we all just kind of collectively figured, well, let's do something weird. Well, what would be weirder for me to do with my beers than an IPA? I mean, seriously, I do love a good IPA. I truly do. But I mean, like, everybody and their dog makes an IPA. They're not unique. You can throw a rock and hit a new IPA, and who really cares, honest, to be frank.
We love being weird.
Yeah.
Again, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, we love being weird and different. Some people do make interesting IPAs. Yaya's Fluffy Puffy Sunshine is truly exceptional. I mean, there are things that are really, really good. But by and large, you go somewhere, you say, what do you got for an IPA? It's like, well, we've got 400 of them, and nobody cares about 398 of them. So I figured, let's do an IPA for a change. And so I did.
But not an IPA.
No.
Bardic
IPA. We are known for doing our stuff that is stupidly strong and stupidly ridiculous in every which way. And that's the IPA I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So I can't make any promises about how it's going to turn out. But if it does fulfill its potential, we're looking at least double digits for the ABV. Well, not at least. Double digits is legally the limit for the ABVs. But hoping for at least 15, maybe pushing 18. I'm going to try to beat Genus with this one. It is stupid. It has about 3 times as many hops as any other beer on the market.
It is an IPA.
It's ridiculous across the board. So I figure if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it on my own terms, and that's how I'm going to make it. It is smelling. Oh my gosh. It smells remarkably good. I could pretty much just take that bucket of hops and just smell it all day long. It's fantastic. So
did you want to talk about your inspiration?
So my inspiration for that was Dogfish Head's 120-minute IPA, which if you don't follow Dogfish Head, you should look them up. They're based out of
New England?
Yeah, they're somewhere over on the other coast. And those guys are brilliant. They're geniuses, and they
can't look it up because I don't have my phone.
Well, it doesn't matter. The name is what's important.
Yes, Dogfish Head.
They make remarkably fine beverages. They have a 60-minute IPA, a 90-minute IPA, and a 120-minute IPA. The name's based on how long you boil the beer while you're making it, in addition to other fun stuff. And 120-minute is really, 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 really rich and strong and beautiful and amazing. You can age it for years. That's one of those you can put in your cellar for 5 years, forget about it, and come back, and it'll be even better.
Which generally IPAs aren't ageable beers.
Yeah, it's a true work of art. And so I took what little I was able to glean about that, made my own spin on it. Of course, you can't just steal something that's stupid.
No.
And so I put my Bardic spin on it. I'd made it how I would make it. And it's based on that idea. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy it. So that's coming out here, hopefully in the next, I really hope
by
it
June 22nd.
I really hope it ferments that quick. I truly do. It may not be at its full potential by then, but here's to hoping. It should. I'm throwing some pretty virulent yeast at it. Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know.
Very virulent.
Virulent? Strong.
Yes.
Yeast at it. So it should pull it off, but we'll see.
Nice. So
what did you do? You made the thing go away completely.
I know. I clicked on one of the options.
All right. Well, people will tell us. Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the chat.
Yeah,
part
I do
of
too.
This, so
it's like, Moses, if you're listening, send me like a message, like a messenger message to let me know that we haven't screwed everything up.
Yeah.
Or if we have, we'll restart. Whatever.
Anything else for beer that you want to talk about?
No, we're pretty much on track there. We got a little bit about the building, but
Should I talk about my cider first?
Yeah, talk about your cider first.
All right, so I have 2 cider. Well, I have 3 ciders that I'm going to be coming out with soon. One is mine for Summerween. I haven't actually started work on it yet, though, so maybe I should wait to talk about that.
Yeah, talk about that one.
Okay.
Wait to talk about that one is what I meant to say, but the first critical word skipped me there.
But I have 2 recipes that there's one that I'm finished tweaking. For this initial. Going back to what I was saying earlier, I'm finished with the initial
The
development.
first draft.
Yes.
The first draft is final. Final first draft.
Final first draft. So it's a vanilla coconut cider.
Mm.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Ridiculous.
It's another one that's gonna be really good for summertime.
If you like pina coladas, well, this is not that.
I thought about getting rum extract and putting it in. I like the vanilla though.
Better would be to age it in a rum barrel.
Well, yes, but I don't have a rum barrel.
Well, I mean, we could solve that here.
We could solve that. It may eventually be in a rum barrel.
It will. It totally will.
But for the inaugural release, it's going to be a vanilla coconut. That's going to be a little while. I just finished the initial testing, which means that now I've got to actually do the large batch because I do quart size tests. So that'll be a little bit, but should be pretty soon. And then Mana Potion, I have 2 more tests that I want to run. The one that I did, it was one of those, when I tasted it, it was like, okay, there's this flavor that I really don't like. Mark wasn't getting it as much. I passed it around a little bit, got some feedback. So there's a little bit of tweaking that I need to do on it. My plan is to work on it tomorrow. Hopefully I will get that, and if I can get the recipe finalized in the next couple of days, then I actually will get all of the ingredients into the large batch, and hopefully maybe end of next week, early following week. We'll see.
It can conceivably be out in a week.
Yeah, possibly.
Since we're not busy with anything else at all.
Nothing at all. So, but it's in the works.
Yep.
So
neat.
I'm excited about it. It's really pretty. It's almost like the antithesis of Health Potion. So Health Potion is fruity and sweet and bright. It's Health Potion. Mana Potion is going to be more earthy and tannic. Because I'm making it with butterfly pea flower, which gives it the flavor and an earthiness, and then jasmine tea, which gives it a kind of floral and the tannins from the tea. And I back sweeten it a tiny bit just to kind of balance it out, but not so much that you taste it and it's like, oh, this is sweet. So I'm excited. I think they're gonna go hand in hand very well.
Nice.
I think.
That's going to be awesome.
And I can't get a true blue, but it's a really solid indigo.
Oh, yeah, this thing is such a rich, beautiful purple. It's gorgeous.
Indigo. Purple is more into the red. Indigo is blue with a tinge of red.
You're right. No, indigo is more into the ultraviolet.
Okay, technically.
Yeah, so. All right. So
I think that's what's going on the beer and cider front. What's going on in the building?
Good grief. So as we've stated before, we have pretty much the best excavation construction company working for us right now. Rendall. Those guys are super great. They're super kind. Do it right.
Yes.
Does it happen as fast? Does it happen better than it's going to happen anywhere else?
Yeah.
So, it's like that old joke. You have your choice. Pick 2.
Yeah. And we're choosing.
Yes. But they're not fast.
Well, they're not cheap.
No,
they're
but they're
affordable.
They're reasonable.
Yes.
They could have easily charged half again what they are charging. But they're just doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Very fair communication all over the place. It's if anything is going as planned or not as planned, They tell you.
Yeah.
It's just these guys are fantastic.
So
I
of
truly
course
love them.
it's a project, so there have been hiccups, and they let us
Of course,
know.
all construction projects have hiccups.
There was a chunk of our driveway because they had to
Oh,
take
gosh.
a chunk of our driveway out to get the water from the main to the back where the building's going to be, and they have their excavator and they take out half the swath that they need to for half of the driveway, and then they start in the other half, and the claw like digs in and the whole thing like tips,
starts bending the front blade and everything else.
and this is a thing that they use to take out foundations. Apparently somebody was really enthusiastic about half of our driveway,
Which pretty much sums up our house right
Yes.
there. But they made short work of that. They got it all ripped out.
well, it took a lot longer than they had hoped.
It did, but
they told
did
us
it.
about it.
Yeah.
And
It
so-
took longer. They told us about it. They still accomplished it,
Yeah.
and it's done right,
Yeah.
even though it was weird and it took a while. So, I mean,
So
these
those
guys
things are happening, but they're dealing with it and they're communicating about
these
it.
guys are fantastic. So,
Yeah.
as of now, we have natural gas, sewer, and water all run back to the new building. All we need is electricity. We're just waiting on Vera Water and Power to give us to tell us exactly what we need for conduit to run the electrical, which everybody knows is 2-inch Schedule 80, but we're just waiting for the electrician to tell us it's 2-inch Schedule 80 so they can have that written down on paperwork.
Because Randolph follows the book.
Yep, they do it by the book and they do
Yep.
it right. So it's like, ugh. I feel like prank calling him to say, hey, this is Mac from Vera, and you totally need 2-inch Schedule 80. Thanks, bye. I'm hanging up, but that wouldn't be right, and we like to do
No.
things right too.
No, but I can just imagine you making that call.
It would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Zach would be all, Mark, your caller ID says it's Mark. Nope, this is Mac. I don't know who you're talking to. Bye. Prank call. Bye.
Yes.
But they're super cool. So production is going along super nice. That
Yep.
building is, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's coming along so great. This thing is going to be exactly what we wanted, exactly what we
Yes.
needed. We're going to be
I-
able to produce amazingly in there.
I am so excited because right now, all of our spices and herbs that we use mostly for my stuff, some for his beer, are just in a pile. Like we've all the individual bags, but we have so many of them, and they're just all in a pile. Actually, right up in this cupboard. It's a nightmare trying to like fish through and get them all out. Ugh. So when we have the building, they all get a home, and I'm going to get little like box tote something so that like all of my hibiscus is in this tote, and all of my cinnamon is in this tote, and all of the juniper berries are in this tote. And oh gosh, I'm so excited for that.
And a floor drain.
And a floor drain.
Can I get an amen for a floor drain?
Amen.
Oh my gosh, you don't like it? Dump it on the ground. Goes
Woohoo.
to town. Into the sewer it goes.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be good. But
all
not,
the strawberries for health potion.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, just pull up that grill and dump that nonsense down.
We emptied one batch of strawberries from a health potion batch, middle of winter.
Oh my
There's a
gosh.
sewer drain right down from the curb in front of our house, but there's snow, and so we open up the valve, and all the like leftovers of health potion,
red, chunky
chunks.
leftovers.
so disturbing to look at.
Yeah, it pretty much looked like
Yeah,
a unicorn got killed in our driveway. So it
Yeah.
was pretty terrible.
felt a little bit bad for our neighbors.
Yeah, for
They-
a few
they know what we
weeks.
do.
But yeah, they do. Half of them have been to our tap room.
This is true.
It's been good to see them too.
Yes. At any rate, we'll have a
At any
floor
rate.
drain now, though, so we don't have to do that again.
Whee! It's going to be a nice building. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
So, progress is going along well.
Yep.
I'm still able to brew in the meantime. Anyway, Courtney's still able to make cider.
Yep.
So
Production
times
is still
there.
going.
Yeah.
So, Bad Wolf has blown. I'm so sorry. For those of you who were able to come in and get it, it was amazing.
That
Mystic
was
just
so
knocked it
good.
out of the park.
oh my gosh, that
It
one
was
was so deceptive.
10.4.
10.4,
I had forgotten that it was a strong one.
and it tasted like candy.
Oh,
it did
yeah.
not taste. There was no booziness to that thing whatsoever. It did not taste like a
It
10
was
by 4.
warm though.
Yeah, it was
like-
warm when it hit your stomach, but it
Yeah.
was to the mouth. It was just like candy the
Yeah.
whole time. It was
Not like cloyingly sweet.
almost, but not quite.
I've got a bigger sweet tooth.
I know
than
you do. It was right on the edge for me.
It was similar, I think, in sugar to like Health Potion.
I almost think it was a little sweeter than Health Potion, but it was close.
Maybe.
But it was
So
good. They balanced that
good.
rose amazingly.
Yes.
But it's gone, so sorry.
Yes. I know that they will likely make more.
I know for a fact they're making more. If I have to go over there and do it myself, they're making more.
No. They've told us about a couple more recipes that they've got in the works. So hopefully we'll be able to release those soon. The sizer that we're doing with them is
it's
coming
gonna be
along
good.
well.
Which, I mean, rightly, I do sincerely hope for them that they will start distributing to other breweries and tap rooms and everything else.
I know
But-
Nap20 wants their stuff.
They desperately do. But selfishly, I want them at our place first
Yes.
and exclusively. So
Yeah.
I know that's not realistic, but it's what I want.
I'm gonna request, because there are friends that they bring the orange months ago. Oh my gosh. I'm really looking forward to that one. So
But yeah, they
Nat20 can have other things.
I mean, I want to see them in Nat 20 just because I really like them and I think it would fit well with their vibe.
Yeah.
I would love to see them in like Steady Flow. I'd love to see them
Genus.
at Genus. I think they
Yeah.
would fit in well there. They're a little weird. I think it would be good.
I mean,
But selfishly, I
place
really
like
want,
downtown,
ideally,
great.
ultimately, I want to see their own tap room. But
I
in
think
the
they're working.
I know
that
they
way,
are. I know
but-
they are. But in the short term, I want them at our place because I'm
Yeah.
selfish and I really want that because it's really, really good.
And we love them.
Yes, they're such good people.
Yes.
But what else is coming? Oh wow, I just talked with you about it today.
I'm on mead.
Okay, Rachel.
Kombucha.
So it has always been our vision at Bardic that we would have beer, cider, mead, kombucha, and soda.
Yes.
And we knew full well that starting out, we weren't going to be able to achieve that right away, that it was
Yes.
going to be a process that we'd get up there.
neither one of us have too much interest in doing mead or kombucha.
I mean, I do like it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to kind of make it.
I mean,
myself.
making beer and making cider and then occasionally making soda is enough for us.
Yeah, it's a full-time gig and it does fulfill my interests. So
Yeah.
I like the other stuff. I don't have the bandwidth to try to make it.
Yeah.
So that has always been our vision to have that on board, which means outsourcing to other people who make it really, really, really well.
Yes.
And so we've obviously established our relationship with the mead culture. We will probably have other people on eventually, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
But for now, we've got
this
Miss
is
Vic.
our first foray into the kombucha world. And I have to say, so her name is Rachel, and the business is like Zen.
Zenology.
Zenology?
Zen
Something like that.
Zenology, I believe.
I can look it up here.
Yeah, look
real
it up
quick.
because I don't want to misrepresent her.
I really don't want to. Zen. Oh, yeah, no, we got that wrong.
Oh.
Zimmergist?
Oh, yeah. Zen Zimmergist.
Zen Zimmergist.
Unless we're
I-
saying that wrong.
I have
Sorry.
sincerest apologies if we're pronouncing that wrong. It's what you get for being with Randy, who's already weird. I mean, you're going to come up with a weird name for stuff. Anyway.
Her darling other half is
Yes.
the head brewer at Bellwether.
Yes, which if you know anything about Bellwether, you know they're a little weird. And so, you significant other that with somebody, and now you're going to get weird kombucha. But it is...
Which fits in so well.
It is phenomenal.
She's brought in several samples and everything has been delicious.
It truly has. You go to like Yolks and you go to their stupid little kombucha tap and you get your stuff. It tastes
They've got
like
a kombucha tap?
no, they don't. For the same reason that Avatar, the live action movie, doesn't exist.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, they don't have a kombucha tap. And you totally should not get anything from there because you will be disappointed if they had one, which they don't.
Okay. This is not that.
So Rachel makes some really amazing stuff.
Yeah.
It's truly fantastic.
It's refreshing.
It is. It's fresh. It's bright. It is just in time for summer.
Yep.
It's amazing.
There's some funk to it because I mean it is kombucha.
Yeah, of course. Kombucha's got its own style.
But it's not like is not drinking sauerkraut or kimchi.
Ugh,
Definitely
Oh.
not like that.
no.
Yeah,
Why would you even say that?
because it's a slightly fermented plant product.
Who would ever think of kimchi or sauerkraut as a drink?
Nobody.
That's terrible.
So wait,
That's
kombucha has its like
kombucha's tea. You can drink tea. You can't drink cabbage.
kombucha has stigmas. And I'm trying to say that it's none of these stigmas.
It's like nobody would open a jar of pickle juice and drink that either.
I mean, some people would.
I mean, you're not wrong. All
At
that
any
to,
rate,
all that to say that
her stuff is delicious.
what she makes is far better than drinking the juice out of a pickle jar.
That's not a high bar.
That's why I said far better. So
Her stuff ranges from like technically non-alcoholic to slightly alcoholic.
yeah, like
These-
0.6%.
yes.
So which
No, I think she
legally-
gets up to like 2% occasionally.
Okay, yeah, which legally you cannot sell as non-alcoholic.
Yes.
Functionally, it is basically non-alcoholic, but legally you cannot sell it as that. But
And we will make, when we get her stuff on tap, we will make
Yeah.
it extremely clear where the ABV sits. So
we'll be real clear about that one.
Yeah.
So I mean, if your kid wants some, we'll let you know yay or nay. Is this batch kosher or not?
yeah.
Uh,
But it's one of those things that like, even if it's a 2%er, like you could drink that all day and be fine kind
Yeah.
of a thing. So if you come in and you're the DD or you're just really not wanting a lot of alcohol, this will be a really great option for you.
yeah, grab a pint of that, or a whisper of that, or whatever the small one's called,
Whisper.
tulip of that one.
Yes.
Yep, have a good old time there. So, as I understand it, we are signed up for a raspberry lemon,
Yes.
which just sounds amazing.
Yes.
That one's
I don't know
gonna be
that we
good.
got a sample of that one.
I don't think we got a sample of that one.
The
But
samples we've gotten
every-
of everything else has been fantastic.
every other sample's been fantastic. It's
Yeah.
it's like almost think of Snapple. So if you're thinking
Yeah,
LaCroix,
it's
you're
like-
thinking too light. If you're thinking Snapple, you're in the right ballpark. It's a little too sweet, but you're in the right
Yeah.
ballpark. That's the kind of flavor. So it's there,
It's a
and
little.
it's really good.
So if
but
you've
it's
got
not-
my cider and you've got seltzer, it's kind of right in the middle of that.
Yeah.
So the flavors aren't like as punchy as like some of my ciders, but they're not like somebody yelled watermelon at you as you pass them on the freeway like a lot of seltzers.
No kidding.
Yeah,
So
kind of
it's
middle.
truly fantastic. You're gonna have to try it.
Yes.
It'll be great. So that'll be on hopefully next week.
Ooh.
That's when she's estimating it'll be done.
Cool. But
So-
I mean, it's a craft product, so it could be.
Who knows?
It could be.
So that is coming up here soon.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's neat.
Do we want to talk about our summer festival plans?
Yes.
All right. I'm not going to have exact dates for you on all of these.
And do keep in mind that while society is on a trajectory returning to normal and everything looks like it's going to be going to normal and all the super smart medical people are saying we're headed towards normal, I mean,
We don't
stuff
know.
is tentative.
Yeah.
So
I think the last 2 years, year and a half, we can really say we've learned that life is unpredictable.
So these are the hopefuls.
Yes.
These are the what we're planning on. But
All right. So if you are a member of Fairchild Air Force Base, or I think it's probably direct family members. I'm not sure exactly how they're doing that.
I think it is family members.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like direct, not like cousin.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
cousins.
yeah. No, I think it's like spouses, children,
Yeah.
brothers, maybe.
There's going to be a beer festival at Fairchild end of June. I would need my phone for dates, and it's somewhere else. So, anyways, we're going to be at that. We'll have 2 beers and 2 ciders. Is
Mhm.
that what we signed up?
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. It's a Saturday at the end of June. So if you have access to that, it's not open to general public. It is for Fairchild.
Obviously, for like 100 different reasons.
Yes. But if you're associated with Fairchild and have access to it, we're going to be there.
If perhaps you were like our best friends and wanted to fly back home to us and then attend that'd be cool too. Not naming names, Dan and Christina.
Some friends of ours, such good friends of ours, were at Fairchild, but they moved, or they were reassigned at the end of last year.
Yes,
and
but friendship is stronger than that. So I expect them
sad.
to move back for this festival.
Move back for the festival.
Yes.
Not visit.
Yes, they need to move back for the festival. I need to see baby Lana. That little girl needs to diss me again when I am not quite her cup of tea.
Mark was okay, so they have, she's just over a year.
Cutest little baby girl you've ever seen.
Last summer, Mark was holding her, and
because we're all friends, we're all family. We pass babies around, everything else.
You said something to her, didn't you?
No, I don't think I did. I think I just kind of like smiled or something like that. I had just gotten done holding her. I passed her back to Mama. And
oh, that's right.
Yeah, I passed her back to Mom because she was a little fussy.
Yeah.
And not that kind of like something's wrong fussy, but just that
like,
you're not Mom and she's who I really want right now. So I passed her back.
And so she looks at Mark and goes, Pah!
I have never been so dismissed.
It was so good.
And she like glared at me first too. She just like gave me this stare and then looks away. I am done with you. It was the best. Wow, that was the best.
Yeah.
That was
at any rate.
Anyway. So that's that event.
Yes.
Can you tell we're big on stories?
I don't believe we have any events for July. And then in August, there is, it's called Amongst the Pines.
Among the Pines.
Among the Pines. It's in early stages right now, so we don't know a whole lot of details. But we have okayed for that, so we're going to be a part of that festival. And as we get more information, we're going to, release that. But the basic feel of it is supposed to be, and of course, again, all of this could change, but that several different breweries, tap rooms, will be represented, and we're all going to be among the pines. So you'll kind of
maybe a little bit of context would help. Who is hosting this?
I wasn't sure if I should say.
Well, you totally should say, because then people could harass them and say you totally needed to do this.
Precious Things Fermentation Project. So they're out in Green Bluff, and if you've been there, they're open on Saturdays. They have a beautiful location. If you have not been there, go there. Their beer is fantastic. They always have at least one or two ciders on tap.
Their dogs are amazing. I'm not a dog person. I'm truly not a dog person, but Hops and Barley are the cutest dogs.
They're such friendly, gentle
sweethearts.
dogs.
I love those dogs.
Yeah, so they're hosting it. It's in collaboration with Yaya and their foundation in honor of their sister. But the idea is supposed to be that you will get tickets and you will just kind of meander among the pines on their acreage, I guess. I don't know how much they actually have.
Out in the forest among the pines. And look, there's another brewery. I should probably get their beer.
Yeah.
And then you wander some more. And look, there's another brewery.
Sounds like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
I love this.
Wandering through the forest, finding wild beer.
I might have to go get a whole bunch of flowers for our
I'm pretty sure you gotta.
Yeah.
I think that's just...
I think we need to have like a fairy grove.
I just think there needs to be a budget line item for that, because that needs to happen.
So yeah, we're part of that. Again, we don't know a lot of details at the moment, but that's
it's rad.
Yes. And then we will know more for sure in the coming next few weeks. But it sounds like the Washington Craft Beer Festival,
Inland Northwest Craft Brewers Festival.
There you go. The festival that happens at Avista Stadium in September is going to be on this year. Yeah. We are going to do everything we can to be a part of that. It's so much fun.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
As far as we know about how it's been run in the past, we should get a spot.
Should be a shoe.
We were high enough on the list for 2019 19?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, for 2019 that we should be on there. And if we're not, we're going to do everything that we can because it's such a fun festival.
Oh my gosh, it's
and that's
so great.
a Friday night, adults only, and then Saturday, family friendly. So we're
It's
gonna
just a blast. So many happy people.
Andrea and Brandy are really looking forward to it. We're gonna
both going and working.
Yes, we're gonna figure out who's gonna work, but all four of us will be there throughout the experience. So
yeah,
we're very excited about that. So that's kind of our summer festival itinerary for the moment. Of course, there's the possibility we might do more.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Stranger things have happened.
Speaking of events, also Boga is happening. Not
Nice.
this Saturday, but the following Saturday, and we only have 2 tickets.
Yep.
If you're interested, 2 tickets left. They're sold on Eventbrite. Look up Boga at Bardic, and you'll find us.
Yep.
So
Neat. Food this week.
Oh.
So we've been doing the soups and salads. It's been fine. Sloppy Joes were extraordinarily well received.
Yes.
Where are we going from there?
I think we should continue with kind of we're changing it to special of the week so that gives us kind of some playroom to be able like, hey, this week, like, let's do a
thingy. A fiendish thingy.
I was thinking, what's the soup that's cold? It's like a tomato soup, but it's cold.
Cold tomato soup.
No. Never mind. Moment's gone. So, maybe we want to do...
I tried.
Maybe we want to do like a chicken salad sandwich or something. Or we want to do... All I can think of now is ganache, and that's not right. Not Gestapo. That's
really bad. No, we're not doing that.
But it's so close to that word.
If only we had chat that somebody could.
I know.
Stupid
I'm
YouTube.
really missing chat right
Stupid
now.
YouTube. Broken YouTube. Ganache?
No, that's the chocolate.
That's a frosting.
Yeah. Because they mention it like 2 or 3 times in Barbie Life in the Dream House. And that's what I'm trying to remember.
Oh my gosh.
At any rate, it's not Gestapo, but it's really similar to that word.
It's not the ice cream that Ken makes that gets...
No, sherbet? No, it's not
sherbet.
Okay. At any rate, point we're trying to make is that frees us up to do other things. We've talked about doing like kebabs.
Yes, we have talked about doing kebabs. That sounds good.
Your mom had several suggestions for sandwiches that we could do, which would be fantastic. And if I had my phone, I would know what they were.
I mean, you could go grab it. It's literally 10 feet away.
Well, I didn't see it over there.
I can sit here and look pretty while you go grab it.
Look pretty. No, smolder. Give me the smolder.
Yes.
Not quizzical, smolder.
I don't know what a smolder looks like.
Oh, Norm finished. That was a better smolder.
Yeah, it was a better smolder.
All right, let's see.
Was that kind of more of a, whatever that, Flynn Rider? Was that a Flynn Rider smolder?
Yes, it was a little bit. All right, say something while I'm looking up.
Something while you're looking up.
Not that. All right. Okay, so some suggestions from Mark's mom, who puts together the soups and salads and stuff that we've been doing, and the Sloppy Joes. Meatball sandwich, chicken shawarma.
Wow.
Turkey.
Oh, which we had before. Yeah, we had that once. The shawarma?
It was like a salad, though, wasn't it? Or a soup. No, we did a soup. A shawarma-based soup.
Oh, well, that was still good.
It was delicious.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Turkey pesto panini, French dip panini.
Yes. Oh, wow. How did I miss that?
Cubanos?
Cubanos?
I don't know.
Ham, yellow mustard, dill pickles, and Swiss. I mean, it's basically a good old-fashioned.
And then PB&J's, like.
I mean, right? You could probably just.
We could grill PB&J's.
Oh, no.
That would be so
good. We could,
but. That would be so good. It could be like an option.
Your scientists were so concerned with whether or not they could that they didn't stop thinking about whether or not they should.
Option. Okay, so those are some options. Then we've also got the corned beef grilled cheese.
Yeah, we do need to
option.
try that out. That one might be a little bit spendy, but boy, is it good.
Yeah, it would be a little bit pricier of an item, but
Yeah,
it's
but that thing.
it's so good. It's corned beef and Swiss with this Dijon beer sauce holding it all together. It's so
Moses says he's commented. They're just not working on our side. So
I'm sorry.
I am so sorry to everybody that has commented that we have not seen.
Yes.
Unfortunately, YouTube is broken for us right now. So
If
people
we
can see, they can
refreshed-
comment, but that would end the stream.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
that's frustrating.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
So, I mean,
leave comments. We will go back and look at them.
yes, definitely.
If you guys have suggestions, we will announce eventually what we're going to do. Do you have anything you're leaning towards?
I mean, no. The corned beef grilled cheese sounds amazing to me. Always.
The meatball sandwiches
The
sound
meatball
really good to me.
sandwiches sound amazing too. That'd be a bit more prep work, but it
Well-
does sound amazing.
I mean, your mom would make the meatballs.
I know, and she does such a good job.
Yes.
I mean, there's home cooked meals, and then there's mama made home cooked meals, and there is a decided difference. And I mean, home cooked is phenomenal,
Yes.
but mama home cooked, that's just, you don't even look at the menu. You just say, just give me that.
yes.
I'm sure it will be great.
Yes.
That's how you do that.
I'm leaning that way, and I don't think it would
You
be
lean
that much
toward-
prep.
You lean
we
toward
would
meatballs.
we would have the
have crock pot full meatballs.
yeah, and then whatever bread.
Hoagies.
Well,
obviously.
yes, but are they like hoagies that we've made, or are they hoagies we purchased?
I don't know. If we
or-
purchase them, they're going to be good. If we make
Yeah.
them, they're going to take a while, but they're also going to be good. So
Yeah.
it's tough to say.
So I mean, that's kind of where I'm leaning, but I really enjoy meatballs. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
we'll
want to
figure-
go to IKEA again.
I am not completely convinced that IKEA sells hoagies. But they might.
But they've got
So, I
them
mean-
Swedish meatballs.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
See,
I see where you were going with that now.
We could
In
go-
retrospect, it makes more sense that you were talking about their food instead of
'cause I just said
buying sandwiches
yeah.
in the same place that you would buy chairs, for instance.
But see,
So,
we could go to IKEA.
mhm.
We could drive over there, like have an overnight or like weekend thing. My
Mm.
parents could take the kids or something, and then we go to IKEA and get me the Swedish meatballs, and then buy, I don't know, like one of their like pretty display potted plants for the tap room, and then it's a business expense.
Yeah, I just Googled that right now, and it said business expense, and that sounded like a good plan. So,
We have actually talked about upgrading our silverware.
and as everybody knows, the only place to get good silverware is on a business trip to IKEA while somebody's watching your kids,
Yes.
so that you can have an unashamed date with your spouse over the weekend, hundreds of miles away.
Yes.
Done.
Yes.
Done. Love you, woman.
Maybe we could, with things opening back up, maybe we could put in like a second comfy corner that customers could actually enjoy as well.
I mean, maybe.
Because IKEA has nice chairs.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
We almost bought the chairs that are in the comfy corner from IKEA,
Yeah.
but the shipping on them cost as much as the chairs, so I decided not to go with that.
And we didn't have enough room in the car when we were physically there to
Yes,
order them. So
yes.
we'll figure that one out when we go. Goodness sakes.
At any rate,
At any rate.
random recommendation of the week.
Yep, nope.
threadup.com. I thought of it this week. It's actually the one that I was going to recommend last week, but then couldn't remember when I was actually in front of the camera. So threadup is a digital thrift store, and I have their app on my phone, and I may or may not go on there most days and just kind of scroll through. Like, you can save searches. So I have a search that's all of their new stuff and all of my sizes and the colors that I like. And so I just kind of scroll through there, and you can like favorite things. And then, I don't know, every few months, it's like I can't help myself anymore. I have to go through my favorites and pick some things and just purchase them. But it's really cool because it's people donate their stuff. they go through and they vet so that there's been a couple of things that I've gotten. I've been using ThreadUp for probably 2 years now, and there's one or two items I've gotten that have had some kind of like not even like tears, but like maybe some thread has been pulled or something. That it's just like, I don't really want to buy this because it's damaged. But for the most part, like the things are nice. Some of them look a little bit more used than others, but generally, like they're really nice things. A lot of times they're designer and they're like a quarter of the price. Because I, for one, will never purchase a designer pair of sunglasses for $200. That's just not my gig. But hey, if they're, $30, like sure, that's a little more than I generally pay for sunglasses, but like if they're cool. So I love ThreadUp. They also have goodie boxes that you can just tell them like, I want things that are vintage feel, and here's my sizes. And they'll send you a box, and you pay like $10, and they'll send you the box, and the $10 goes towards whatever you decide to keep. So you get to like try stuff on, and then keep what you like, send back what you don't. It's a lot of fun. So that's my random recommendation of the week.
I recommend sufficient sleep.
What is that?
I don't know. We've experienced it the past couple nights barely. You have more than me.
I slept till noon today.
I woke up at 7 like I do every single morning. Doesn't matter
what
how.
What did you do?
Nothing. I just always wake up at 7.
No, I know, but like, did you get out of bed at 7 and I slept till noon?
I mean, I like brushed my teeth and I laid there and I thought about how cute you are, and I just kind of just laid there and I TikToked a little bit and I thought, man, I wish I could sleep till noon too, but
I'm so sorry.
It's just when I wake up. Doesn't matter how late I stay up at 7.
That's a new development.
No, that's been going on for a long time.
Like years or like months?
Like years.
Apparently, some communication needs to happen.
We've been getting very good at communication. That's on my other recommendation of this week, is good communication with the important people in your life.
Yes. Which we actually do have very good communication.
We actually really do. We truly do. And it's fantastic. So.
And we continue to work on it because...
because it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I got no other. Yeah, so yeah,
sleep and communication.
Sleep and
those
communication.
are really good recommendations.
Really, if you can nail those two down, you're pretty well set.
Yeah.
Everything else will just kind of sort itself out. If you're well rested and you communicate well with the people around you, I mean, you'll pretty much just solve things. It'll be okay.
And granted, I went to sleep at like 3:00, so.
Yeah, and I passed out earlier because, as I just said, I was up at 7.
Yeah.
Working hard all day long.
Yeah. Yes, you work very hard.
Brewed me a mighty fine beer. Thank you very much.
All right, so threadup.com.
ThreadUp.
Sleep and communication.
Yep, there we go.
Good
Seems like a wild recommendation, but it works.
Hey, it does work.
So let's see. Anything else? I can't think of much else. This is just by a side note. We are going to be adding another patio table.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun. Another one of those tall ones where it's outdoors, and we are very, very closely following CDC recommendations and to a lesser extent political recommendations, but they're not the medical ones. The CDC recommendations are the ones we're following.
Yeah.
And I mean, more outdoor stuff seems legit. So we're adding.
I mean, the weather's fantastic.
Plus, the weather's fantastic. Although it's only going to be fantastic for about another week. Then it's going to take a slight dip, and then it's going to be fantastic again.
Well, it is springtime.
It is spring. Welcome to Spokane. So there will be another outdoor table. It will be super duper cool.
Mark just put the stools together today.
I did. They were the absolute finest Chinese knockoff crap you can buy on Amazon. They were amazing. I love them. They're cute. They're probably going to last a long time. They're sturdy. They're probably going to last a long time.
Yeah.
They just need a little bit of love. They'll be okay.
A little bit of coercion to fit together.
Coercion to work right. But I got them together, and they're beautiful. I think they're going to be fantastic. So we'll be tossing those outside along with another high table, and away we go.
So along the lines of the CDC guidelines, this week, President Biden, based on the recommendations of the CDC.
And Inslee also parroted all of that.
Yep.
Yep.
So if you're fully vaccinated, then it is no longer a guideline that you need to wear masks anywhere other than
There's a few lists, so
Medical.
like hospitals,
Yeah.
long-term care, all of which we happen to agree with.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, if you're around a whole bunch of old people, come on,
Yeah.
be real.
Schools,
Hospitals,
yeah.
public transportation,
schools, and prisons, and we don't fit into any of those categories. So, and we put a sign up on the door that says as much.
Yep.
So if you come in and you see that Mark and I don't have masks on, that's because we are fully vaccinated.
and have been for more than 2 weeks.
Yep.
So,
So
I mean,
be responsible adults.
as always.
Yep. Respect other people.
As always.
As always. But those are the current guidelines, and we are continuing to follow current
The science
guidelines.
seems to support that, so
Yep.
away we go.
Yep.
Also, the CDC does recommend, even if you are fully vaccinated, you still need to use the Oxford comma.
Yes.
So
Oxford comma is important.
please do use that. It
Yes.
is extremely important. It's the difference between a lot of very different things.
Yes.
So please continue to use the Oxford comma.
Yes. Commas in general.
Commas in general. Also capitalization.
Yes.
Capitalization
Yes.
is shockingly important.
The comma is the difference between being a good family member and a psychopath. Let's go eat, Grandma.
Let's go eat.
Grandma.
Let's go eat grandma.
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely
Comma
right.
matters.
Commas do matter.
Commas
Yep.
save lives.
Commas do save lives. Yep. Wow.
Cheers.
It's also the difference between capitalization is the difference between removing the polish with chemicals and removing the polish with chemicals. So capitalization matters every bit as much.
So
too.
much.
I would dare say
So
that capitalization
much.
matters more than commas.
Gosh.
Welcome to the English language. The English language is not actually a language. It's actually
really not.
It's actually 3 languages in a trench coat pretending to be 1 language.
That mug other languages in the back alleys searching around for loose grammar.
That's right. Okay, we've digressed.
Digress.
I figure it's probably time to let these good people go. Is there anything
I
else
suspect so.
pertaining to Bardic?
I do not believe so.
Apologies if we've offended you. This is the internet after all.
Somebody on the internet's wrong.
You should pretty much expect to be offended on the internet, although we try not to, especially in person. Apologies again.
Yes.
Sorry,
We love
we're
you
awkward.
all.
Sorry.
We love you all. We are so grateful for all of you all the time.